The future is full of possibilities, and it's never too late to change the direction of your life. No matter where you've been or what you've gone through, the future is a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint the picture of your life. Too often we get bogged down by our past, thinking that our mistakes or failures have somehow sealed our future. We feel stuck in a cycle, unable to break free or move forward. But here's the truth. Your past does not have the final say on your future. The future is in your hands, and you have the power to shape it. God has a plan for your life, and it's a good plan, one filled with hope, purpose, and endless opportunities. The future may feel uncertain at times, but that doesn't mean it's not full of potential. It's easy to get distracted by the challenges we face today or by the doubts that arise when we look ahead. But when we place our trust in God and believe that He is leading us, we can move forward with confidence. The future is not something we should fear. It's something we should embrace. Your future is not defined by the limitations of your past. You may have made mistakes, experienced failures, or gone through difficult seasons, but those things do not have the power to keep you from the future God has planned for you. In fact, the lessons you've learned from those challenges can be the very thing that equips you for what's ahead. Your past has prepared you for this moment, and it is not in vain. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you realize. The key to moving forward is to stop looking back. If we're constantly focused on what we've done wrong or the things that didn't go according to plan, we will miss the opportunities that lie ahead. The future is full of promise, but it requires us to look forward with hope, and expectation. Don't let fear of what might happen hold you back from stepping into all that God has for you. There's so much more waiting for you, and it's waiting for you to take the first step. One of the most important things to remember is that you are never alone as you walk into your future. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and helping you overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You may not have all the answers or know exactly what the future holds, but you don't have to. What matters is that you keep moving forward in faith, trusting that God will lead you where you need to go. It's also important to remember that the future is not something that just happens to us. It's something we create. The choices you make today shape the future you will live tomorrow. If you want to change your future, start by changing your mindset. Believe that you are capable of more. Believe that your best days are ahead of you, not behind you. Believe that God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from reaching for the dreams that God has placed in your heart. It's easy to think that we're not worthy or capable of achieving the things we desire, but those thoughts are not from God. He has already given you the ability to succeed, and He will help you along the way. The future is not something to be feared. It's something to be embraced with hope, excitement, and anticipation. As you look ahead, take the time to dream big. God is a God of abundance, and He wants to do more in your life than you can even imagine. There is no limit to what God can do through you if you are willing to step out in faith and trust His plan. Don't let your past hold you back from dreaming bigger and believing for more. Your future is not limited by what you've experienced before. It's only limited by what you believe is possible. The future is a gift. It's a gift that allows us to start fresh, to make new choices, and to build a life filled with purpose and passion. It's an opportunity to step into the fullness of God's plan for our lives and to become the person we were always meant to be. No matter how old you are, no matter what you've been through, it's never too late to start moving toward a brighter future. So today, let go of the past. Release the doubts, the fears, and the regrets that have been holding you back. Step into the future with confidence, knowing that God has already gone before you and that His plans for you are good. Your future is waiting for you, and it's filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. The best is yet to come. Living with purpose is one of the most fulfilling ways to live life, and it's the key to breaking free from the past. We often spend much of our lives reacting to circumstances, following the flow of what life throws our way. We can feel like we're simply surviving, going through the motions, rather than thriving and living with intention. But when we discover our purpose, everything changes. Our perspective shifts. We stop just existing and we start living with direction and meaning. Purpose is the compass that guides us through life. It gives us a reason to get up in the morning, a sense of focus and a drive that keeps us moving forward. We were not created to simply go through life without a deeper meaning. Each one of us has been uniquely designed with talents, passions, and dreams that are meant to impact the world in some way. When we align our lives with our purpose, we tap into a source of energy and fulfillment that transforms everything we do. Many people go through life wondering what their purpose is. They struggle with the question, what am I meant to do? But the truth is, purpose isn't always about a specific job or title. It's about living authentically and using what you have to make a positive impact. Sometimes our purpose is found in the relationships we build, the ways we serve others, or the passions we pursue. It's found in the small, everyday moments where we show kindness, spread love, and make a difference. Purpose isn't always grand. It's in the little things that add up to something much bigger. When we have a sense of purpose, we can navigate through life's challenges with confidence. The difficulties we face don't feel as insurmountable because we know we're working towards something bigger than ourselves. Purpose gives us the strength to keep going when times get tough. It gives us clarity when we're unsure of the next step. When we know where we're headed and why we're headed there, even the toughest obstacles become opportunities to grow and learn. Purpose also gives us the power to let go of the past. When we're living with purpose, we're less focused on the mistakes, regrets, and hurts of yesterday. The pain from our past may still be there, but it no longer defines us. We recognize that our purpose is bigger than our mistakes. It's bigger than the things we've done wrong or the times we've failed. Purpose helps us shift our focus from what we've lost to what we have yet to gain. We often think that to live with purpose, we need to have it all figured out. But the truth is, purpose is not something that's always crystal clear from the start. It's a journey. It's about stepping into what God has called us to do with faith and trust that He will reveal the next step along the way. When we walk with purpose, we are open to change, growth, and the possibilities that lie ahead. It's not about having all the answers. It's about moving forward in faith, one step at a time. Living with purpose also means living with a sense of passion. When you're passionate about what you do, life takes on a whole new meaning. Passion fuels your drive, gives you energy, and helps you overcome any obstacle in your path. It brings joy to the journey and keeps you connected to the deeper reasons behind why you do what you do. Purpose and passion go hand in hand. When you live with both, you are unstoppable. You're not just going through the motions. You're pouring your heart into everything you do. Another aspect of living with purpose is making a difference in the lives of others. We weren't created to live solely for ourselves. True fulfillment comes when we use our purpose to serve and uplift those around us. Whether through our work, our family, our community, or simply the relationships we nurture, our purpose is often intertwined with the impact we have on others. When we focus on serving others and making their lives better, we find a deeper joy and satisfaction that transcends any personal success or accomplishment. The journey to discovering your purpose may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. When you are living with purpose, you are aligned with your true calling and you experience a deep sense of fulfillment. You no longer have to wonder what you're here for because you know that you are contributing something valuable to the world, and that gives everyday meaning. The pain and struggles of the past become stepping stones on the way to fulfilling your purpose. You are no longer weighed down by what has been because you are moving forward with purpose toward what will be. To live with purpose is to live with intention. It's about choosing each day to focus on what truly matters. It's about making decisions based on what aligns with your purpose and trusting that with every choice you make, you are building the future you were created for. It's about finding joy in the journey and peace in knowing that you are on the right path. So take a moment today to reflect on your purpose. What drives you? What are you passionate about? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? You were created for something special, something unique, and you are fully equipped to live it out. Your past does not define you. Your purpose does. Step into it today and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Your best days are ahead of you, and they are full of purpose, passion, and a lasting impact on the world around you. Living fully in the present moment is one of the most powerful choices you can make in your life. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of daily distractions, constantly thinking about the past or worrying about the future. We often find ourselves reflecting on things that have already happened, replaying old conversations, regrets, or mistakes in our minds. Alternatively, we can become so focused on what might come next that we lose sight of what's happening right now. The truth is, the past is behind us, and the future is not guaranteed. The only moment we truly have is this very moment. When we learn to live in the present, we open ourselves to the fullness of life. We stop living in a cycle of what if or if only and start embracing the beauty of the present. Every moment is an opportunity for growth, joy, and connection. It's easy to get lost in the stories we tell ourselves about the past or the worries we have about the future, but when we focus on the now, we unlock the potential for transformation. The present moment is where real change happens. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or neglecting the future. It simply means that we stop allowing either to control us. Yes, our past has shaped us and the future holds endless possibilities, but neither of these should have the power to steal our peace in the present. When we learn to focus on the now, we step into the place where God can do His best work in our lives. It's in this moment, right here, that we have the power to make decisions, take action, and set the course for what's next. One of the challenges of living in the present is the tendency to be constantly distracted. We live in a world full of noise, social media, news, work demands, relationships, all vying for our attention. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos, to allow ourselves to be swept away in a current of constant busyness. But when we slow down, take a deep breath, and really tune into what's happening around us, we begin to realize just how much we're missing when we're not fully present. We miss out on the small joys, the beauty of nature, the smile of a loved one, the moments of peace that can be found in the midst of a busy day. To live fully in the present, we need to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword, it's a lifestyle. It's about paying attention to what's happening right now without judgment or distraction. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing, whether that's having a conversation with someone, enjoying a meal, or simply sitting in silence. When you practice mindfulness, you begin to realize that the present moment is often richer and more fulfilling than you've ever realized. It's about slowing down enough to truly appreciate the beauty of the life you have right now. Another aspect of living in the present is embracing the power of gratitude. When we're focused on the present, we begin to see all the blessings that are right in front of us. Too often, we're so busy chasing after something in the future or wishing for something from the past that we miss the beauty of the moment we're in. Gratitude helps us to refocus, to appreciate what we have right now, and to recognize that even in the midst of challenges, there is so much to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts our perspective from what we don't have to what we do have. It changes our mindset from scarcity to abundance, and it helps us stay grounded in the present moment. Living in the present also means choosing to let go of the fear that often holds us back, the fear of what's next, the fear of making the wrong decision, the fear of failure. These things can keep us stuck in a cycle of worry that prevents us from fully embracing the opportunities in front of us. But when we choose to live in the present, we choose to trust that God is in control. We choose to believe that He has already gone ahead of us, and that His plans for our lives are good. When we embrace the present with faith, we stop worrying about what could go wrong and start expecting good things to come. Living in the present moment also requires a shift in how we view time. It's easy to feel like time is running out, like we're running behind, or that we've missed our chance. But the truth is, God's timing is perfect. He works in seasons, and there is a time for everything. You don't have to rush through life trying to get everything done or worrying about what's next. Instead, you can embrace the pace that God has set for you. Each moment is an opportunity to experience His presence, to live out His purpose, and to become the person He created you to be. In a world that often encourages us to look back or to plan for the future, living in the present moment can be a radical act. But when we make the choice to do so, we open ourselves up to peace, to joy, and to the incredible possibilities that each moment holds. So take a deep breath, let go of the past, release your worries about the future, and step into the freedom that comes with living fully in the present. This moment is yours. It's where you are meant to be, and it's enough. God's grace is one of the most beautiful and transformative gifts we can experience. It's a gift that is freely given to each one of us, no matter where we've been, no matter what we've done. There's no limit to His grace, and no one is ever too far gone to experience the fresh start He offers. Every day, God's grace allows us to begin again, to make a fresh start, and to walk into new opportunities with a heart full of hope. Grace is not something we earn. It's not about being good enough or doing enough to deserve it. If it were, none of us would ever qualify. But that's the beauty of grace. It's unconditional. God's love and grace are given to us freely, and nothing we do can ever take it away. It's not about our past or our mistakes, but about the boundless love that God has for each of us and His desire to see us live in the fullness of His plan for our lives. No matter what you've been through, no matter how many mistakes you've made, God's grace is greater. It's greater than your failures, greater than your regrets, and greater than your fears. You may feel like you've made too many wrong turns or that you've been too far from God to come back. But I want you to know today that God is never far from you. His grace is always available, and He is ready to welcome you back with open arms. There is no distance too great, no sin too big for God to redeem. He can take what's broken and make it whole again. He can take what's been lost and restore it to something even better than before. One of the most powerful things about God's grace is that it doesn't depend on us. It's not about us earning His favor or getting things right on our own. It's about humbling ourselves, admitting that we need His help, and accepting the grace He offers. It's through grace that we are empowered to move forward. It's through grace that we are equipped to face the challenges that come our way. And it's through grace that we are transformed from the inside out. God's grace also gives us the courage to let go of our past. We don't have to keep carrying the weight of our mistakes, our hurts, or our failures. We don't have to keep living in the shame and guilt of yesterday. With God's grace, we can let go of the past and step into the future He has for us. He wants to give us a fresh start, a new beginning, where we can walk in the freedom of His love and embrace the amazing things He has prepared for us. The beauty of God's grace is that it's not just about forgiveness, but about transformation. When we experience His grace, we are changed. We are no longer bound by our past mistakes, but set free to live a life full of purpose, joy, and peace. His grace gives us the strength to move forward, to believe in ourselves, and to trust that no matter what comes our way, God is with us and will guide us through it all. Every day, we are given the opportunity to embrace the grace that God offers. His grace is not limited by time, and it is not reserved for a certain type of person. It is available to everyone. You don't have to have it all together or figure everything out before you can receive His grace. It's there for the asking. It's a gift that is freely given, and it's a gift that will change your life if you choose to accept it. The moment we accept God's grace, we are empowered to live with hope and expectancy. Grace lifts us out of the depths of despair and sets us on a new path. It enables us to face each day with a renewed sense of purpose and the belief that God's best is still ahead of us. We are never too far gone for a fresh start. God is in the business of making all things new, and He wants to do that for you today. So no matter where you've been, no matter what you've done, God's grace is here for you. He is offering you a fresh start right now. You don't have to carry the burden of your past any longer. You don't have to be weighed down by mistakes or regrets. You can walk forward in the fullness of His grace, knowing that with God, all things are possible. Today is a new day, a new opportunity, a new chance to walk in the grace that God freely gives. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the grace that is available to you right now. Embrace that grace and step into the incredible future that God has prepared for you. Your story is far from over, and the best is yet to come. As we move forward, remember that your future is full of endless possibilities. The past no longer holds power over you. It's a chapter that has been written, but it's not the conclusion of your story. You have the power to shape the rest of your journey with each new day. The decisions you make, the attitudes you carry, and the faith you hold in God's plan for you can propel you into a future filled with hope, joy, and fulfillment. It's important to acknowledge that every step you take in the present moment, no matter how small, is leading you closer to the life you are meant to live. Don't underestimate the significance of now. Every choice you make today has the potential to transform your tomorrow. Keep moving forward even when the path seems unclear, and trust that God is working behind the scenes to guide you. Another essential truth to hold on to is that God's love and grace are with you every step of the way. You are never alone in this journey. No matter the struggles, the challenges, or the moments of doubt, His presence is constant and His grace is sufficient. Every day is a new opportunity to embrace His love, to grow, and to keep stepping toward the future He has designed for you. And always remember that your past is not who you are. Your worth is not defined by the mistakes or the things that didn't go as planned. You are a new creation, and each new day is an opportunity for a fresh start. Let go of the weight of yesterday and walk forward with the confidence that God's purpose for your life is unfolding. The future is not something to fear, but to embrace with excitement. It's full of opportunity, full of hope, and full of possibilities. You have everything you need to live a life of purpose, and your best days are ahead of you. Keep moving forward in faith, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Your story is still being written, and the best chapters are yet to come.